Hello crafty friends and doll lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to update you on Molly. I did confirm that this is Molly, and I will link the video below where I talked about finding Molly and Felicity at a thrift store. But I have cleaned Molly up, and she does have some stains that I probably could work a little harder to get out, but I'm fine with how they look. She's clean now, and I shampooed her hair. And one of my subscribers said that it was possible to fix her eyes. So I popped the eyes out, and I'm going to bring you in closer so you can take a look. And I was successful in repairing the eyes. I popped both eyes out, and they are opening and closing. But in the process of trying to get the eyes back in, I had a time. These eyes, I've replaced eyes. I've done eye swaps before, but I believe the American Girl doll eyes must be a little larger than the other eyes I've used. Took me forever to get her eyes back in, and as you can see, when I was trying to get them situated properly, oriented properly in the eye socket, I scratched and removed some of the paint. Plus, something I did to this eye in the process makes this eye not responsive as the other eye. So it's like it'll close. It's not doing it so bad now, but it'll close. This closes all the way, but this one hardly closes. So I'm going to pop it out again, but instead of using these eyes, I had already ordered some eyes from Beautifully Custom, and they are gray eyes as well, which I don't know if you can see that. There are several videos out there talking about how to do eye swaps, but for today I'm going to use these are the materials I'm using. This is something to put the doll's head in with the boiling water, and the water's boiling on the stove right now. And I have these nail clippers here to hopefully be able to get the zip tie out without any problem. I have a spoon to help assist in popping the eyes out. And then I have this this actually came with my silhouette machine to help me to position the eyes in the socket once I get them inside. I'm going to take this kitchen towel, and we're going to put the doll's head in the glass container here and carefully pour water into her head. So I'm going to fill this up. Oops, went a little bit overboard there. And then what I like to do, so that, because we want the head to heat up really hot, is I cover it up to kind of keep the heat in. So we're going to give that a few minutes. I also have my handy dandy oven mitt here because the head really does get hot. It needs to be hot enough that you could burn yourself if you touch the head with your bare hands. So have some type of pot holder or glove to protect your hands. Okay, so I think our head is squishy enough. So we're going to carefully take her, and I like to have a separate container to pour the hot water into. So, all right, so now you want to take the handle of a spoon, a wooden spoon, that's what I use, and basically you're going to push against the eyeball until it pops out, which can be kind of tricky. The eyes are out. We're going to put her back into her container because, as you can see, she's cooled off enough that I can hold her again without an oven mitt. Okay, so I'm gonna put her in here so she can start softening up again. Now, when I pop the eyes out, this the lashes were retracted. Now I actually took some. Oh, I can break it loose. Okay, so these are the parts of the eye. You have this little housing here. You have this little housing. There's a weight, I guess that allows the eyes to open and close. Before I glued this eyelash actually popped out. So what I did, I don't know if you can see in there, is I pushed it back in and I took some crazy glue and ran it along here, and then I held it in place until it dried. So now the eyelashes don't retract anymore. The other thing is it has these two little pegs here, and there is, if you can see, I don't know if you can see it because it's dark, but there's a little cutout right here and right here. So I cleaned the eye and make sure there wasn't any dust, and I think I'd used some compressed air, blew things out. And then this sits in here. So this gets housed in here, and then this little piece goes back on. Now, oops. Now I had to, like I said, I used some crazy glue because it kept popping loose while I was trying to put the eyeballs back in. But you can see just by doing that, and I think what was causing the eyeballs to not open and close properly was the fact that the eyelashes were not, they kept retracting, which meant it threw off the balance. But as you can see, now the eyeball is moving like it's supposed to be moving. The problem I had was getting this eyeball housing, this whole assembly, back into the doll's head. So here's so you can see the difference in the eye color. They're lighter than these eyes. So she's gonna have a slight eye color change, still in the gray color family, but just a little lighter. The irises, is it the iris, the colored part? The irises are lighter on the new pair. So, and I'm hoping this housing is smaller than that housing, so I'm hoping that this housing pops into her eyes a lot easier than the other housing did. So let's check on this. I think I'm gonna let that rest a little bit. I might have to heat the water up some more. So it took some doing, and it took two of us to get one eye in. The second eye in I was able to get in with just me. But you can see that the eyes are kind of wonky in the head, and that's where this little tool comes in. And so you just carefully grab this metal housing and you just move it around until the eye is in the position that you want it in. So I gotta be careful. And this is, I think I got a little frustrated with her original eye because it took me so long, and then I kept trying to move it and it wasn't turning as easily. I'm gonna call them aftermarket eyes. I like the eyes that you order from places like Beautifully Custom, and I can't remember the other one I've ordered, but I think the eyes may be a little bit smaller than the original American Girl eyes. And I think they're easier to move around in the head, or maybe I should have just stopped trying and come back another day and I wouldn't have scratched up the other eye so much. But okay, so I think that's pretty straight in her. Does that look straight to you? I think that's pretty straight. So now she's got a new set of eyes. And I didn't scratch up the eyelashes, the eyelids. So I'm going to put a new twist tie in here. Take this and snip it off. Whoop. Good thing I was wearing glasses. All right. So Molly's got a new set of eyes. And she's all cleaned up and she's got her hair washed, and now we're gonna dress her back, put her dress on. So here's Molly, and she's ready to join the ranks of my other American Girl dolls. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.